What's going on in this multi-part series? We're gonna be looking into the depths of making a open-world sword fighting game, kind of like the old Zen or Zo Samurai. But obviously, those games are pretty shitty now, so I'm just gonna try and make a remake of that, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, so you can do it for yourself too. So the first thing you're probably gonna want when you load in is to see how many kills slash deaths you have, which is usually how most sword fighting games work. So let's get started on the leader stats. First thing I want to go do is go to server script service, make a script, and then we're going to want to start with game dot players dot player added colon connect, and then a function, and that argument is going to be the player. So now we're going to go. Oh, I misspelled that. I'm sorry. That's not a great start. But now we're gonna go local leader stats is equal to instance.new folder. So that's basically just creating a shortcut for when we want to say instance.new, like create a new folder. Now we're gonna go leader stats dot name is equal to leader stats. Make sure this L is in capital because it will mess everything up. And then we're gonna go leader stats dot parent is equal to player. So this is making the leader stats folder the player the parent of the leader stats folder. As you can see, leader stats is in there now because that's what we just wrote. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the kills and deaths that pop up in the leader stats. So we're gonna do local kills is equal to instance dot new int value. Now we're gonna go kills dot name is equal to kills. This can also be whatever you want it to be. Say if I want to do say like Zo Samurai, you want to do souls, or you want to do deaths. You can do anything you want. I'm just gonna do kills for now because that's just the simplest. And now we're gonna go kills dot value is equal to 0, or it can be equal to whatever you want. So say if you want to spawn in with 15 kills or 20 kills or a million kills, you can do that. So I'm gonna just start with 10 just to make sure that part of it's working. So now we're gonna set the kills parent to the player, or not the player, leader stats. Sorry, that's not just yet. So now we need to make a script for deaths. Not a script for deaths, but a value for deaths. So we're gonna go local deaths is equal to instance dot new int value, and then we're gonna go deaths dot name equal to deaths. This can also be whatever you want it to be. Deaths dot value is equal to 0, and deaths dot parent is equal to leader stats. Okay, so now that we've done that, we should be able to load in and it'll show, you see we started with 10 kills and we have 0 deaths. But as you can see, if I die, it's not gonna just show up with deaths because we haven't written that part of the script yet. So let's get started on that. So in order to do this, we're probably gonna want to start with game.players.player added colon connect function, then player. And then we're gonna do player.character added colon connect. Well, I'm just thinking. We're gonna want to make the argument the character, not the player. Hopefully I spelled that right. No capital, no capital. Sorry, almost messed up there. So we're gonna do we're gonna do a local for a humanoid to make a shortcut for that, so we don't have to keep typing out character wait for child humanoid. So let's start on that. So let's go local humanoid is equal to character colon wait for child humanoid. Make sure that's a capital. And now we're gonna go humanoid dot died colon connect function. And then we're gonna do an empty bracket right there. Now we're gonna do local deaths is equal to player colon find first child not a capital L, sorry, it's such a habit, leader stats. And then we're gonna do colon find first child deaths. So this is basically what's counting the deaths. Sorry, I had to fucking stutter, but this is what's counting the deaths to the leader stats and what's gonna update it. So now let me think. We have to actually add the deaths to the leader stats now. So we're gonna say if deaths, then enter deaths dot value plus 1. And we're having an error here. So let me look into it. Oh. Okay, so deaths.value equals deaths.value plus 1. And that error should be cleared out now. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get the player who killed that player and add to their kills. So we're basically going to be doing the same thing over again, but we're going to be finding the player that killed them. So let's start at this end right here. Enter. Local tag, I think I'm going to use, is equal to humanoid colon find first child creator. And then we're going to say if tag and tag dot value and tag dot value colon is a player, then we're gonna want to make a variable for killer. So we're gonna do local killer equals tag dot value, and then we're gonna want to say local killer kills equals killer colon find first child. Sorry, I keep typoing. Then we're going to do leader stats, no capital L. Then we're going to do colon find first child parentheses kills. So now we're going to want to say if, let me think, if killer kills, then killer kills dot value is equal to killer kills dot value plus 1. And that should be it. So let's go over this script. This is the part of the leader stats where we actually display the leader stats and create a folder under the player so the player can own those leader stats on the leaderboard so other players can see them. So we have deaths and we have kills. So what this does is it basically just puts the actual leader stats up there, but it doesn't track the deaths or kills. And now if we come down here, we created a function that kind of tracks like the deaths and who. Sorry, there's a typo there. We created a function that's gonna find the humanoid and find who died and find who killed the player that died. So let's see if we go in here. Let's open up the output, and it's glitching. This is weird. It's extremely odd. Let's look at the output. Nothing in the output, so maybe I'm just gonna use the toolbox and put a new spawn plate. That might be why. Alright, I apologize. I had to restart Roblox Studio because I was just spawning in the abyss and it was glitched out and it wouldn't let me use the toolbox or anything. So we're gonna press play and we're gonna load in. As you can see, we still have the 10 kills and 0 deaths. Let's try and say, oh no, I died. Oh no, I got killed. I reset and boom, we have more deaths. So that's a working script right there. So let's get started on the weapon script. Alright, I'm back. I was just doing some thinking on how we wanted to set this up. So right now we're going to make the sword script for the actual sword so you can actually kill people in this game, which is the whole point. So we're going to start off, we're going to go to starter pack. And for right now, I'm just going to insert a part. And we're going to name it sword. So Control R, SWORD, capital S. And then you're going to want to insert a handle. Pretty sure that's it. I don't know, I haven't used Roblox Studio in so long, but we're gonna need to create a script in server script service. So let's go here, let's create a script, and we're gonna name it sword script so we don't get these two scripts messed up. Let's also name this one data. Okay, in sword script we're going to want to start with some locals and some variables so we don't have to keep typing out the same shit every time. So we're going to go local tool is equal to script dot parents. And then local players is equal to game dot, or no, not game dot, game get service, not get tags. Get service players, and then we're on a couple more variables just based on how much damage or how much cooldown, just stupid shit like that. So we're gonna go local debris is equal to game colon get service debris. Then we want to go local, let's make it all caps, why not, is equal to 25 local blocking underscore reduction. Actually, I'm not doing an underscore for that, that's going to be too complicated. Is equal to 1. And then local cooldown is equal to 0.5, and then local blocking is equal to false, local swinging is equal to false as well. So probably gonna want to create a function for when we hit the player so they actually take damage or die. I'm thinking I'm gonna make this a one-hit sword game just to make it more skill. Because especially with blocking in a sword game, the fights are going to be so long, so we're probably going to make this a one-hit game. So let's create a function, and let's do tag humanoid, I'm pretty sure. Then we're gonna go humanoid, comma, attacker. And we're gonna wanna go local creator tag is equal to instance.new object value. Oh, forgot the commas. And I pressed insert on my keyboard. Okay, so now we're going to do creator tag dot name is equal to creator. Let's do lowercase c. And then we're going to do creator tag dot value is equal to attacker. And then creator tag dot parent is equal to humanoid. Then debris colon add item creator tag comma 1. I spelled that wrong. Alright, so now let's go down from this end and we're going to create another function. So function on hit parentheses hit comma attacker, enter. If not swinging, then return end local character is equal to tool dot parent local humanoid is equal to hit dot parent. I'm sorry, this is pretty confusing probably for you guys. I just really don't feel like explaining all this because it's going to be a half-hour video, but I'm sure you guys get the basics of it. Hit dot parent and hit dot parent. Did I feel like I made a typo somewhere. Parent. Hit dot parent. And apparently I didn't. I just got a little confused. Hit dot parent. God. Colon find first child. And we're gonna make that child a humanoid. I'm just confused why there's a blue line. Alright, so what I believe was wrong is that we checked hit.parent twice. So we can just simplify this line by saying hit.parent. Not that hit.parent. We can just completely delete that. So hit.parent and hit.parent colon find first child humanoid. Sorry, my dog. Somebody wants in. Let me think. If humanoid and humanoid is not equal to character colon find first child humanoid, then we're going to want to Um, let's do the blocking. So once they hit and say if they're blocking and they hit, they're not going to take damage. We don't want them to take damage. So let's do that right here. If humanoid colon find first child blocking, then humanoid colon take damage times blocking underscore reduction. Not underscore, I'm sorry. I got confused from what we set it to earlier. Then we're going to do an else else humanoid colon take damage. Okay, let's go to this end and we're going to press enter on it. And then I'm going to just press an enter again just to make it a little more simple. Tag humanoid. We're gonna do a what are they called? I have no fucking clue. That little fucking symbol. Tag humanoid, comma, attacker. Then we're on at two ends right here. And now we're going to create a function to actually enable the blocking for our player. So let's do a function enable blocking. Then let's do parentheses character. Okay, so function enable blocking character local blocking is equal to instance.new bool value blocking dot name is equal to blocking hold on. Blocking dot parents is equal to character colon find first child. And then we're gonna do humanoid. Sorry, this is such a long script. It's just we're almost done with it, I'm pretty sure. All we need is a couple more things. Alright, let's go down to this end and we're gonna press enter twice. So let's create a function for when the block's disabled. So function disable blocking not a capital character local blocking equal to character colon find first child humanoid once again colon find first child parentheses blocking. If blocking, then blocking colon destroy. Alright, so this is basically just This is just a, hold on. Alright, sorry I'm back. I had to do a little thinking of what we're going to do next, but let's start with tool, equipped, colon, connect, function, mouse, local character is equal to tool dot parent mouse dot button one down colon connect function. Then we're going to do empty parentheses here. If swinging, then return end. Swinging equals true. Alright, we're gonna need to do a couple new variables, which at least it's not functions, I just fucking hate functions, but let's do a couple more variables right now. Local HUM equals character colon find first child need the commas humanoid now local animator equals hum and hum colon find first child of class animator. Sorry, there shouldn't be a colon right here. So let's do another variable, local con. Let me think, because we're going to want to do this. It's equal to tool dot handle dot touched. This is just detecting the hit. And also this script right here is this right here is gonna be playing the animation. Local con equals tool dot handle dot touch colon connect function hit on hit on hit comma players colon get player from character I have a feeling I spelled that really bad. Alright, and now we're gonna want to do we're probably going to want to add a delay to the swing. So let's do wait. Then let's do, say, 1. We're just going to use 1 for now. I'll test it later, see how it looks. Swinging equals false. If con, then con colon disconnect. End right here. And then there's something wrong with my ends, I'm sorry. Pretty sure there should be another one. Right here? No. Let me just reread through this real quick. Alright, I'm back. There actually wasn't a problem with the end, surprisingly. It just looked a little weird. So, what we forgot to do is we forgot to define character again. equals tool dot parent. So that should fix everything. Sorry, I was thinking really hard. That shit makes me mad, but now we're gonna want to make the actual blocking to work. So we're gonna do mouse dot button to down colon connect, and then we're gonna make another function, empty parentheses right there. Oh, that looks beautiful. Blocking, not blocking reduction, blocking equals true, and then enable blocking character. Now we're gonna want to, mouse is still going to be undefined right there, so we have to define it again. So mouse dot button to up colon connect function blocking is equal to false. Disable blocking character. Alright, so now both these mouses are going to be undefined. So let's see how we defined it earlier. We're looking for a local sorry, I'm kind of stupid. This is why I love scripting. Local mouse. I remember defining it. I just want, okay. Mouse is right here, so it has to be defined before this. Alright, I'm gonna cut the video. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck I did, and I'll show you guys when I'm back. Alright, sorry. So what we did is, we didn't put these inside the tool connect function for the mouse, which makes complete sense. I'm just an idiot. So let's cut this, and now we're gonna also delete this end, and we'll put a new one. But, we're gonna look for the we're gonna look for the tool connect function for the mouse. And it should be right here. Let's put that right there. Now we're gonna need probably one more end. Alright, that should be working. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's working by testing it and then going to the view tab and then output. Okay, equipped it. Alright, I apologize. We actually didn't have a script error. What it was is that I just put in the wrong type of handle. So this is gonna be the way you're gonna want it set up. So we have the tool. So you're gonna want to go here and create a tool. And then you're going to put this script inside that tool, and then you're going to want to add a part to that tool, and you're going to want to name it handle. Control R on it. Rename handle. So now when you spawn in, you should have this part that's just in your hand. We're going to customize it, obviously. We're not going to be fighting with big giant blocks, so okay, let's go back to the sword script and continue working on this till it's completely finished, and after we finish that, it should be the end of the video. I'll make another part. So we were at the weight. Weight 1, swinging equal false. If con, then con colon disabled, and we're gonna do mouse dot button to down colon connect function blocking is equal to true. Enable blocking character. And then we're gonna go down to this end. We're also gonna want this inside the function that we made earlier. Blocking equals true. Enable blocking character. And we're so close to the end too. We just genuinely, I'm gonna write the rest and then we're gonna figure out what the problem is. Button to up, connect, function, blocking equals false, disable blocking character. God, I can't type. Alright, so what we're gonna do once again is we're gonna copy this and we're gonna cut it and then we're gonna paste it right here. And then we're also going to, just to make sure, because we have no animation for the blocking, oh shit, we already wrote this, huh? Sorry, I'm stupid. Fuck. These are the exact same things, so, alright, we have everything fixed up since, we created an actual tool in the toolbox, so what I just realized I did though, so let's scroll up and let's look for the part where we said cooldown. I know we made a variable up here, so we should be able to double click it and it'll show us where the other cooldowns are. It's a little hard to see, but it's gonna be in one of these brackets and it's gonna be in all caps. Or it's not gonna be in all caps, it's gonna be a number. I'm pretty sure right here we're gonna want to say wait cooldown. Alright, so let's load in. Obviously we have the tool and we have no animation for the swing or the block yet, so we can't really tell that we're swinging, but I'm sure that it's working because we have no errors. And let's go into the sword script. We have no blue lines, we have nothing missing, so that's gonna be the end of this part of the video. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow or 2 days from now on the next part. Peace out.